Girlfriend, 22F, lied to me, 24M, on our vacation. My GF, 22F, and I, 24M, have been together for a year. We recently went on a trip to a foreign country, as we do regularly during the weekends. While there she wanted to meet a friend she mentioned a couple of times over the year. Let's name him Jack. After we met Jack, we went out for dinner, and while there I asked her how they met, and she said they met while out, and struck a conversation up over their tattoos. We got back to the hotel, and we wanted to watch Chernobyl with an IPTV, which I got from home. I forgot the remote at home, and couldn't find a free app on iPhone. She handed me hers, so I try find one on Android. I downloaded a few and opened them up. As I was shuffling through the apps from the hamburger menu, I saw a text on WhatsApp that had my name in it. I got curious, and the message was from my girlfriend, and she asked him not to tell me they met on Tinder. I don't know where to go from here. This person has always been super transparent with me, and I never bothered to look around or be suspicious, but now I don't know what to think. My image of what we have is not what it used to be. Her excuse was she didn't want to hurt me, cause nothing ever happened. They went out on 2 dates and nothing happened. What would you guys do in my situation? Run. If you like horn, stay. Otherwise run. Sack her. It opens more questions than it answers, and is based on something she lied about. You can't believe any answer when the subject is about a lie you weren't supposed to know. I, F22, just broke up with my boyfriend, M24. Was this the right decision? We've been dating for a year. When I first met him, I knew he was more of a fun-loving person, whereas I took my academics and career very seriously. We had the same hobbies and the same sense of humor, but I always had a nagging thought that it would end well, because he wasn't a very motivated person. We've had so many conversations about this, and each time, he said he would change, that he would apply to more jobs and take initiative, but after 6 months, he still hasn't gotten anywhere. It's not just about this either. He's generally a pretty messy person, and he doesn't really plan ahead or look over the details, so I have to worry about it in the end. I often feel like his mom because I'm always nagging him to do this, to do that, and it's an awful feeling. But it's not all bad. He's attentive to me, and I know he loves me so much. He drops everything when I need him, and he does everything I ask. Whenever I'm upset about something he does, he vows to never do it again. It's just that he'll still do it unconsciously. He has never raised his voice at me, even when we argue, and he is so incredibly gentle with me. I broke up with him because it was all the little things adding up. The non-initiative, the forgetfulness, the carelessness, the nagging, the fact that I realized I wanted him to fundamentally change who he was, and he was willing to do it for me. That broke me. I thought I could overlook all these little things because I loved him so much, but I couldn't. I couldn't feel safe or secure with him. But now, I don't know if I'm making the right choice. We're still young. Maybe he just needs some time to get started. I've always been serious about my future, but maybe he just needed a small push. I don't know. I can't help but feel like I took everything for granted while blowing up the small things that ultimately don't matter. I don't even remember why I got so angry with him every time he slipped up. I just know I miss him so much. So Reddit, what do you think? We still keep in contact, and I know he wants to get back together. You leave this lad in peace, and find someone else to control. Good luck. M28 F24 confused about my relationship, need help. And #X200B. I have been in a LDR relationship for more than 3.5 years, and I have met my girlfriend 4 times during all that. I visited her all the times. And one time we met in a specific country with her mother and mine. Everything was going smoothly. I got her parents' approval and all family. And we even decided that late December this year would be our marriage, and she even booked the hall. Today, for some reason, she called and told me her family put so much pressure and questioning her about marriage. And now she tells me that I need to. 1, keep distance from her. I can't call or message her at all, since she is afraid to love me more and afraid it won't work out later and it will hurt her more. 2, wants me to talk to her family, maybe once a month, trying to get their approval of all of this. I am really confused. Is this possible? Or is it just that she wants to break up with me? I even asked her that if she loves me for real, and she says yes, and was like, why you ask me that? I am so lost. I would appreciate people's though about this. Thank you. I'm sure you have deep feelings, but maybe it's time to move on. That's so few times to actually be together. You're wasting your youth. My F23 and boyfriend, M23, Have had several petty arguments over the last couple's weeks, always resorting to him saying I like to argue. I'm really just looking to hear other people's perspectives on this. For some backstory, we have been together almost 2.5 years, and we are living together. My boyfriend has always had a habit of telling me something I am saying is incorrect, even if I know for a fact that what I am saying is true. Just the other day, he argued with me about if the Appalachian Mountains ran through the state of Virginia. They do, if anyone was wondering. Every single time this happens, I end up having to Google what I'm talking about to prove to him that I am right. The worst part is, he is wrong almost 90% of the time. I have expressed my concerns with him over this, and told him that it makes me feel as if he thinks I'm unintelligent. He always says it's not that, and he knows that I'm very smart. Then he will do whatever he can to get the conversation off the fact that he was wrong. Anytime I get offended by him doing this, I get told I love to argue. Wouldn't he be the one who likes to argue, since he's the one who questions me in the first place? This issue extends beyond just things I know as fact, but also just simple difference in opinions. We were on the conversation of people who choose to not have children. He says that people who don't have children when they are capable of doing so are not living their life to their fullest potential. I tell him I disagree. I think that for each type of person, they see the upsides and downsides depending on what they feel is best for themselves. We both want to have children. If anything, I have always been very adamant that I do. He knows this. He proceeds to go into a full-blown argument with me telling me that I am wrong for defending people who don't want to have children, and that it's weird to him that I even want to defend them in the first place, since I do want to have children. He went on to say that I was giving him the vibe that I didn't want to have children because I was defending it so hard. He knows I want to have children. He went on to accuse me of loving to argue. Yet again, when I never approached the conversation in that manner, when he voiced his opinion, all I said was I disagree, and gave him my reasonings as to why. I never anticipated it would blow up. I thought it would just be a simple conversation of bouncing our opinions off each other, not immediately telling me my opinion was wrong, and that I was trying to start an argument. There has been so many other instances of this, and it seems like there are certain time periods where things like this pick up in our relationship and then get better again. I just never know what I should or should not say, and am confused what I should do differently. All opinions are welcomed, please. He enjoys bringing chaos into your life and disrupting you peace. The future is rocky for you too if you stick together. You folks are quite young though. There is time and things may change. I'm exhausted reading this. For the love of God, don't marry or have children with this man. He would wreck anyone's head.